From the Stan Sheriff Center K5, the home team presents Western Athletic Conference Women's Volleyball. In tonight's match, it's the Aggies of Utah State against the 10th-ranked Hawaii Rainbow Wahine. Hawaii played Utah State and won easily, 30-17, 30-22, and then 30-27. Now, when you look at tonight's match, Utah State comes in and they have to try to win it. They have a bona fide player, a go-to player in Amanda Nielson, who is averaging 5.14 kills per game and had 16 kills against Hawaii. But Hawaii is there again. I mean, they're undefeated through the regular season again, and it's going to be very difficult, I think, to overcome them tonight.
Well, this Utah State team started out the year 2-6. Since then, they've won 14 out of their last 20 matches. So they've really been on a run, really been playing well, and Grayson DuBose is happy with this team's progress. And let's take a look at tonight's Kaiser Permanente keys to the game. Thrive. Well, for Utah State, are the Nielson ratings going up? That's Amanda Nielson, not the TV Nielson ratings. It's Amanda Nielson, and she is the real deal, says Grayson DuBose. She leads career categories, like 5 categories. She's in the top 5 all time for Utah State. Leads them in kills, leads them in aces. She's really an exciting player to watch. She'll get over 1/3 of the sets tonight.
Serving will be Nielson to get us underway tonight in the first game. Nielson is their star.
Going for their 98th straight.
Hittle continues to serve. 20-12. Hawaii now leads. Ale to fouls. Nielson, yes, Nielson able to wiggle through that double block of Kaufman and Oceaneru.
Nielson picked up her 3rd kill just then, but she's also got 3 errors to go along with that. So Hawaii's holding her to 0-0-0 hitting percentage.
Morrow serving. Ka'aihui to Brandt. Kaufman step out off the block, waiting for it. Ale guides it to fouls. Back set goes to Nielson, and that is off the block. Nielson beginning to just warm up. Hawaii leading by 6.
I'm not sure why Kaufman was late getting there, but she somehow was late. Shouldn't have been, because she should know the ball is going to Nielson most of the time.
Kaufman with the step, too long. That was too long in execution, and they ambushed it. So Taylor will be credited with the block.
Another well-formed block. 3 blocks to 1 right now for this Utah State team.
Utah has come back to within 5. Houston off the block. And a back row attacker. Houston must have stepped on the line. So again, Utah State cozies up.
And Ellie was determined to end that rally. There you see her numbers last time. 16 kills, hit 360 against Utah State.
21 serving 16. Taylor pounds it. Went off Oceaneru. So 21-17. Utah State within range here if they can make a run. And here's Nielson. And Nielson, a very good server. Gets it in, dug up by Ka'aihui. Waiting for it is Brandt. He will work it to Houston. That goes off Ale. Osterloh. Dug up by Hittle in the back row. A double-handed dump attempt is rejected by Osterloh.
This shot did not have enough commitment to it. It looked like Brandt wasn't sure whether she was in a set or side set.
Here's Houston. Here's Nielson. Collision. Push into the net. Kaufman. Hawaii very close to calling a timeout here. And they do. 21-19. Utah State has come back to challenge. More to come. Hawaii was leading by 8. They now lead by only 2. And Nielson continues to serve for Utah State. Oceaneru to Brandt. Here's Houston down the line. Houston hits it wide. Troubles continue for Hawaii. It's now 21-20.
And credit that Utah State block, I think, for making the Hawaii hitters change their shots.
Nielson serving again. Dug up by Ka'aihui. Chased down by Brandt. Houston pushes it over advantage. Utah State looking for the tie. They give it to Taylor, and Taylor hits it off Kaufman. What a comeback by Utah State.
An amazing comeback. Down 8, was it? The largest lead?
They're on a 9-1 run. Nielson continues to serve. Hittle to Brandt. Houston again. That's blocked, and it goes out. Finally, Houston ends the run. Hawaii sneaks into the lead, 22-21. Juliana Sanders comes into the front row along with Houston, along with Brandt. Serving will be Gregory. Carrie Gregory into the game, the 6'2 senior out of Las Vegas. Ale. And then Osterloh hits it over. That's blocked. The block goes out. We're tied at 22.
I'll tell you what Utah State's doing well, in my opinion. They're really hitting aggressively, and their serves are really tough. They're taking a lot of chances from behind the service line. There's a nice swing off the end blocker. There's a tough jump float. Good job.
Brandt. Houston. Double hit called on Brandt. Brandt's having trouble. 23-22, Utah State. Utah State right now not going away. Osterloh ready to serve. Hawaii usually at this time puts it into another gear. Not so. Guy Hui to Brandt. Houston tries it again. Popped in the air by Morrill. She's played wondrously well. Morrill gets it across. Hawaii with the free ball. Brandt again. Houston double block is up. Houston hits it long. 24-22 Utah State in the first game. Second timeout used by Hawaii. Utah State has put it together, and Utah State sees a first game victory.
And guess who may get the next set out of the back row? Jamie Houston.
Oh, yes. Fouls to serve. 27 serving 25. Hawaii reeling. Brandt. Otenero hits that ball off Anderson, and it goes out. So they fooled us.
And they did. Actually, Anelli hit pretty well last time. Hit 356 against this team. So I think Stephanie Brent has some confidence in Anelli's ability to get a side out.
Carrie Gregory on that front row now for blocking purposes. Here's Fouls back set. Ale hooks it. Houston saves it. Brandt goes to Otenero, kind of pushes it into the back row. Merle to Fouls. Here's Nielson. That's blocked out. So Hiddle.
Everywhere.
Hiddle was there, but that ball escaped. 28-26. Utah State again leads by 2 in this first game. They just exploded here in this first game. Serving is Hilliard. Here's Brandt. Otenero, that's blocked out. Otenero keeping Hawaii alive. 28-27. If Hawaii is going to win this first game, they've got to make the move right now with this serve. Hiddle to serve. 28-27 Utah State. Hawaii desperately needs this point. She gets it in. Dug up by Ale. Fouls goes to Osterloh. Good save by Nielson. Osterloh number 2. That's off the block. Saved by Kai Hui to Brandt. Hit over by Gregory. So Hawaii does get the point.
You have them serve. Let's see how you play this game psychologically and physically at the end of the game. And so they practice this all the time in the NC2As and the WAC tournament. It's going to come up a lot. The 27-all, 28-all kind of situations are going to come up. So it'll be interesting to see which team is better prepared here in the home stretch.
Nielson with 8 kills.
I'll tell you this, I guarantee you that Amanda Nielson will probably be getting most of the sets here going down the stretch. And I'm sure that Mike Seeley, being the blocking coach, will tell his blockers up front, make sure you know where Nielson is, and let's get 2 blockers on her at all times. She is a force.
She averages over 5 kills a game. She has 8. She had 16 in the first meeting on the 16th of October. Serving is Hiddle. That will be a good serve. Ale, outside it goes to Osterloh. Saved by Hiddle. And then hit over, and that goes
in the antenna.
It does. Goes into the antenna. It is game point Utah State. Otenero Brandt. Ball is put over by Gregory. This is game point Nielson. Off the block and in. Utah State wins the first game 30-28. And Utah State has thrown down the gauntlet. They have come to play.